Have you ever been told that bread is one of the worst foods for diabetes? For years, most people believed that each slice was a direct spike in blood sugar levels. But what if you discovered that this isn't true? New studies show that certain types of bread can actually combat high blood sugar levels rather than worsen them. These breads are becoming doctor-approved options for diabetic patients with surprising results in rapid glucose control. And today I'll show you which ones are worth eating and why you should forget about regular bread. Doctors in Japan are amazed by this discovery, and doctors here in the United States have already started prescribing it to their patients. So all I ask is that you stay with me until the end, because I'll reveal everything and every ingredient that goes into it. Like the video so more diabetics can find it and watch it too. Have you ever noticed how eating a slice of regular bread can leave you feeling tired? Almost like all your energy just drained away. That heavy feeling is something so many people with diabetes talk about, and it can make even the simplest meal less enjoyable. But there's a kind of bread that feels different. It's called Ezekiel bread, and it has been surprising people with how gentle it is on the body and how much better it can make you feel after a meal. Unlike white bread, which is fluffy but often empty of what your body truly needs, Ezekiel bread is made from sprouted grains. That means the grains have already begun to grow before they're used, and that tiny change makes it easier for your body to handle. Instead of feeling weighed down, you may find yourself with steady energy. It's like choosing a path that doesn't wear you out, but gives you strength to keep going through your day. Many older folks share how regular bread makes their joints feel stiff, especially in the mornings. Have you ever felt that ache in your knees or fingers right after eating? That's when Ezekiel bread can be a blessing. It doesn't overload your system in the same way. People often say their joints feel less tight and their walks become easier. Imagine enjoying breakfast and then heading outside without that dragging pain slowing you down. A simple way to start is by toasting Ezekiel bread in the morning. You can spread a little bit of peanut butter on top, or even just some avocado slices. It's warm, filling, and keeps your stomach satisfied for hours. No rushing hunger, no sudden sugar spike, just a steady comfort that carries you through your morning. Doesn't that sound better than the crash that regular bread gives? One thing I love about Ezekiel bread is how versatile it is. You can make a sandwich with turkey and fresh tomato, or even just enjoy it plain with a little butter. It doesn't need much, because the bread itself has a rich, nutty taste that feels hearty. It reminds people of the kind of bread our grandparents used to bake. Simple, wholesome, and honest. And isn't that what we're all looking for now? Some people with diabetes also mention struggling with brain fog after meals. That cloudy, slow feeling that makes it hard to focus. Have you felt that? Ezekiel bread has been shown to help keep energy more stable, and many folks say it reduces that fog. It's like giving your mind a chance to stay clear, so you can enjoy reading, talking, or even just watching your favorite show without drifting off into sleepiness. I know that taste matters too. If something doesn't taste good, we won't stick with it, right? Ezekiel bread may look a little rough compared to soft white bread, but the flavor is comforting. It has depth, like roasted grains with a touch of natural sweetness. Once you give it a try, you might find yourself reaching for it again and again. Have you ever tried it before? If you have, write Ezekiel in the comments so we know how many people here are already enjoying it. Cooking with Ezekiel bread can also be fun. Imagine making a warm grilled cheese, but with this bread that adds flavor instead of just holding the cheese together. The crunch, the warmth, the golden edges. It turns an ordinary meal into something nourishing. Even something as simple as French toast can be made with Ezekiel bread, and it brings a heartier taste that leaves you full longer. Pain after meals is something many seniors quietly deal with. Stomach cramps, bloating, that uncomfortable heaviness. Ezekiel bread is often easier on digestion, and people notice they don't feel as swollen after eating it. That makes it easier to move, to breathe, and to rest. Have you noticed how important comfort becomes with age? A small change like this can bring back the joy of eating without paying the price afterward. When you're looking for a snack at night, instead of reaching for cookies or crackers, try a slice of toasted Ezekiel bread with a drizzle of honey. It feels indulgent, but it's gentle, and the next morning, you won't regret it. That's one of the best parts about this bread. It fits into your life without making you feel guilty or worried about the consequences. Doesn't that sound like a relief? Another way to enjoy it is with soup. Imagine a warm bowl of chicken soup with a slice of Ezekiel bread on the side. You can dip it in, soak up the flavor, and it stays firm instead of falling apart. That kind of meal feels like comfort food, but it doesn't weigh you down. It brings back memories of home, while still being friendly to your body now. I've even heard people say that after switching to Ezekiel bread, their mornings became easier. They wake up with less stiffness, their energy feels steadier, and they aren't as worried about what their next meal will do to them. Have you had mornings where it's hard just to get moving? Imagine how nice it would be if your breakfast helped you start the day with strength instead of slowing you down. If you've ever felt discouraged by what you can't eat, I want you to see Ezekiel bread as a yes food, something you can enjoy without fear. That change of mindset, focusing on what you can have, makes life lighter. And when you find foods that not only fit your health, but also taste good, you realize you don't need to miss out on joy at the table. Isn't that what we all want? Many seniors also deal with swelling in their feet or ankles, especially when blood sugar isn't steady. Some people who switch to Ezekiel bread say the swelling became less intense. While bread alone won't solve every problem, it can be part of a routine that supports your body instead of fighting against it. And that's a small but powerful win in everyday life. Here's something to try. Make a simple Ezekiel bread sandwich with sliced boiled eggs, a touch of mustard, and crisp lettuce. It's filling, tasty, and easy to prepare. Meals don't need to be fancy to be satisfying, especially when the bread itself adds richness. If you've made something with Ezekiel bread that you loved, share it in the comments. Your idea could help someone else who is watching. Have you ever sat at the table wishing you could enjoy bread the way you used to, without guilt or worry? Ezekiel bread gives you that freedom back. A slice with butter and tea in the evening feels like a small joy, but it's one that can bring peace to your day. Sometimes it's these simple comforts that make life feel more complete. And let's not forget about the heart. Many people living with diabetes worry about their heart health. Stable blood sugar means less stress on the heart, and every choice matters. Ezekiel bread can be one of those daily choices that supports you quietly, in the background, so you can enjoy your life without adding new worries. Isn't that worth considering? Some folks say they struggled with sleep when their meals were too heavy. Ezekiel bread can actually help you rest better because it doesn't cause the sugar spikes and crashes that disturb your body. Picture yourself enjoying a small evening snack and then drifting into sleep without tossing and turning. That's another way this bread can bring peace to your nights. I also want to remind you that your voice matters here. If you've ever felt alone in your journey with food and diabetes, let me tell you, you're not. This space is for sharing and learning together. Write one word in the comments: hope. Because every time someone shares, it gives another person hope that life can still be full of flavor and joy. Sometimes people think healthy food has to be boring, but Ezekiel bread proves the opposite. It adds flavor, texture, and depth to your meals. Whether it's a crunchy toast in the morning or a hearty sandwich at lunch, it makes you look forward to eating instead of dreading what might happen after. And that joy is priceless. When you're shopping, look for Ezekiel bread in the freezer section. That's where you'll usually find it. It may cost a little more than regular bread, but think of it as an investment in your health. Every slice is a choice towards steadier days, fewer aches, and more energy to do the things you love. Doesn't that sound like it's worth it? The truth is, bread doesn't have to be the enemy. For so long, people with diabetes were told to avoid it completely, and that left many feeling deprived. But here's the good news. Ezekiel bread changes that story. It lets you enjoy bread again in a way that works with your body, not against it. So next time you sit at your table with a meal, imagine how different it could feel with a slice of Ezekiel bread. Instead of worrying about the sugar spike, you'll be enjoying the taste, the comfort, and the steadiness it brings. That's what makes this bread so special. It gives you back something you thought you had lost. And maybe, just maybe, it's the kind of bread that can bring you joy again. Not just in your meals, but in the way you move, the way you think, and the way you rest. That's why Ezekiel bread is more than food. It's a small key to living with more ease each day. Did you know that many dishes that seem healthy for diabetics can actually be dangerous? Discover the recipes that really work. Stop feeling limited or insecure in the kitchen. My book brings together delicious and easy recipes, specially created to keep your blood sugar under control and add more flavor to your life. I've already helped thousands of diabetics eat better, feel happier, and achieve a lighter life with my book. Every recipe has been tested and approved by those who understand the needs of people living with diabetes. Click the link in the first comment of this video now and get immediate access to the book that will transform your meals today. Have you ever wished for a bread that feels light in your body, but still keeps you full for hours? That's the gift flaxseed bread can bring to your table. It's made with tiny flax seeds that carry more goodness than their size shows, and each slice can be a step toward feeling better. Many people are surprised at how this bread makes meals easier, not heavier, especially when living with diabetes. One of the most common things I hear from older folks is how bloating after bread makes them uncomfortable. Their stomach feels swollen, and moving around becomes harder. Flaxseed bread often leaves a different feeling, gentle on the stomach and easier to digest. It's like the difference between walking uphill and strolling on flat ground. You still get where you need to go, but it feels smoother. A wonderful way to enjoy it is toasted with a little cream cheese. The seeds give it a nutty taste that pairs so well with something creamy. It feels like a treat, but it's simple, and it doesn't weigh you down. Have you tried flaxseed bread this way before? If you have, write the word flax in the comments. I'd love to see how many here are already enjoying it. People with arthritis often share how their joints feel stiff after eating certain foods. Flaxseed bread can be different because flax seeds are known for helping ease that tightness. Imagine finishing breakfast and noticing your hands don't feel as swollen, making it easier to hold your coffee cup or even just flip through a magazine. That's the kind of relief small changes can bring. If you like a hearty lunch, try using flaxseed bread for a turkey or chicken sandwich. Add some lettuce, tomato, and a slice of cheese, and you'll have something filling but gentle. The seeds add crunch and flavor that plain bread doesn't give. Every bite feels satisfying, and you don't get that sleepy slump afterward. Isn't that the kind of lunch that makes your day better? Nighttime cravings can be tricky, can't they? You want something small but comforting. A slice of flaxseed bread with a thin spread of peanut butter can be the answer. It's sweet, filling, and doesn't leave you feeling guilty when you go to bed. Have you ever struggled with late-night hunger? This little choice can make a big difference. Some people also say flaxseed bread helps with constipation, which is something no one likes to talk about, but so many deal with. Those tiny seeds carry a kind of comfort for your stomach, helping things move more naturally. That means less discomfort, fewer long nights, and more freedom to enjoy your day without worrying about your digestion. Doesn't that sound like a blessing? If you're someone who enjoys soups, flaxseed bread makes the perfect companion. Dip it into a warm bowl of vegetable soup, and you'll notice how it soaks in the flavor, but still holds together. It adds richness and turns a simple meal into something cozy. Food like this isn't just about feeding the body, it's about bringing back peace of mind. Another way to use it is for breakfast toast topped with scrambled eggs. The seeds in the bread give texture and flavor, while the eggs bring protein and warmth. Together, they make a balanced start to your morning. Have you ever felt like the right breakfast sets the tone for your whole day? Flaxseed bread can play that role beautifully. I know that pain in the lower back is something many older adults talk about, especially after meals that don't sit well. Flaxseed bread may ease some of that tension because it's lighter and doesn't cause the same strain. When your body feels lighter, walking, sitting, even resting, all feel easier. That's a small but powerful change from something as simple as bread. Sometimes healthy foods feel like chores, don't they? Like you're eating them because you should, not because you want to. Flaxseed bread breaks that rule because it's actually tasty. The flavor is rich and nutty, and it pairs well with so many toppings. It turns the idea of healthy eating into something you look forward to instead of dreading. I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever baked bread at home or tried a homemade version with flax seeds? Some people love the smell that fills the kitchen, the warmth and the pride of slicing into something they made themselves. If you've ever done it, share your story in the comments. Someone else here might feel inspired to give it a try too. If swelling in the feet is something you've faced, you know how uncomfortable it can be. Eating foods that are lighter and friendlier to your body, like flaxseed bread, can sometimes help reduce that problem. While no bread is magic, it's these everyday choices that stack up and change how you feel in the long run. Imagine walking with less discomfort. That's worth the change, isn't it? Another easy recipe is making an open-faced sandwich with avocado, tomato, and a sprinkle of salt on flaxseed bread. It's colorful, tasty, and gentle on your body. Meals like this remind you that food can still be joyful, even with diabetes. It's not about giving up, it's about finding better options. Sometimes people say their memory feels foggy after meals. That mental slowdown can be frustrating. Flaxseed bread can help bring steadier energy, keeping your mind clearer for longer. Imagine finishing your lunch and still having the focus to read, write, or even just enjoy a conversation without yawning. Isn't that the kind of clarity we all need more of? Evenings can be special with a cup of tea and a slice of flaxseed bread. Add a little butter, let it melt, and take a slow bite. It's comforting without being heavy. These are the moments that make life feel full again, small choices that give you peace instead of worry. Have you had evenings like that lately? Your story matters here. If flaxseed bread has helped you, or even if you've just tried it once, share your experience. A single word from you could encourage someone else to try it. Write the word share in the comments, because when we open up, we give others the courage to change too. Some seniors also deal with restless nights when blood sugar jumps too high. Flaxseed bread is a way to steady that. Eating something that doesn't spike your sugar before bed helps your body rest. Sleep comes easier, and mornings feel lighter. That's a gift worth holding on to. Think about all the times you felt you had to say no to bread. That disappointment, that sense of missing out. Flaxseed bread gives you permission to say yes again. Yes to sandwiches, yes to toast, yes to enjoying food without fear. Doesn't that sound freeing? If you're hosting family, flaxseed bread can be part of the meal too. Make mini sandwiches or serve it with soup, and watch how everyone enjoys it. No one will even notice it's a healthier choice. They'll just taste the flavor, and you'll know you're giving them something good. Pain in the knees is something that holds many people back from doing what they love. Flaxseed bread can play a small role in easing that, because steady energy means less pressure on the body. It's not a cure, but it's a helper. Imagine climbing stairs or walking outside without that same drag on your knees. That's the kind of difference food can bring. I also want to remind you that you're not alone in this. We are building a community here where each person's word matters. So if you've tried flaxseed bread in a way I didn't mention, tell us. Your recipe or your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Shopping for flaxseed bread is easy. You can often find it near the other hearty breads in the grocery store. And yes, it might be a little pricier than regular white bread, but think about what it gives back. Better mornings, easier digestion, less discomfort, that's worth every penny. And when you sit down with a slice, take a moment to notice how it feels. Not just the taste, but the way it leaves your body afterward. If food can bring peace, then flaxseed bread is one of those foods. It's not about perfection, it's about choosing something that makes your life a little lighter each day. So the next time you're reaching for bread, remember flaxseed bread. It's a simple change, but one that can ease pain, bring joy to your meals, and help you live with more comfort. And isn't that what we're all looking for? A life that feels just a little bit easier, one meal at a time? Before you go, let me tell you this. What you've just heard about Ezekiel bread and flaxseed bread is only the beginning. These choices can already change the way your body feels, but there's something even more powerful waiting for you. I've left another video right here on the screen, and it's all about how to eat smarter with diabetes. Now, I don't want you to miss it, because inside that video, I reveal some everyday foods that almost everyone keeps in their kitchen, but very few people realize how much they affect blood sugar. These foods can make the difference between struggling and living with more balance. If you've ever wondered what else you should be putting on your plate, or what to swap out, this next video is going to open your eyes. It's practical, simple, and full of tips that you can actually start using today. I don't want you to click away and forget, because this is one of those things that could save you years of confusion and frustration with your meals. It's right there, waiting for you, and all you have to do is click. So don't lose this chance. Your health is too important to leave for later. Tap the video now, learn how to eat better with diabetes, and discover simple swaps that can keep your sugar steady and your energy strong. I'll see you there.